How's it going, everybody? Josh here with the Weld Bench. Today we are talking test taking tips. Another highly important tip for taking a Welder Performance Qualification test that is almost always looked over is actually understanding the real VT acceptance criteria of the test you are about to take. So let me explain what I mean by that. VT acceptance criteria is visual testing acceptance criteria. That's the criteria that your test plate, your welds, are going to be judged to by the proctor or the weld inspector. They're looking for certain tolerances. How much buildup do you have? Undercut porosity, underfill, lack of fusion, lack of penetration, coloration on some tests. There's a lot of other things that we could be looking for, but those are the main big ones. So you should know the VT visual testing acceptance criteria for the test that you are taking. And when I say you should know it, I don't mean that Billy Bob Joe, who took this test 12 years ago, said, oh, this is what they expect or this is what they're looking for. No. Contact the testing facility you're taking your test at, or the company that is giving you and issuing you this test, if it's an in-house test, and ask them for a copy of the VT acceptance criteria for the test you are going to take, or have someone walk you through it, okay? There are a lot of areas in the welding industry, especially the pipe welding industry, where a lot of welders think that they understand the VT acceptance criteria of the code they are welding to, when in fact they don't. They understand the internal VT acceptance criteria for the quality control for the company that they are working for, what your company allows and doesn't allow. And that might be different than what the VT acceptance criteria for a test is. VT acceptance criteria for production welds may also differ from VT acceptance criteria to a weld test. So you need to understand these before going into a test. That way, when you're done with your test, before you have your proctor or your inspector come over and you say you're done, you can perform an inspection on it yourself. You have a chance to say, this is good, this isn't good, I need to fix that, or hey, I'm done, the test is okay. You should always know if that test or that weld in general on a production piece will pass a VT or not before you ever have the proctor or inspector come over. So until next time, if you have any helpful tips for taking a weld test, drop them in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and keep welding, everybody. We'll see you next time.